Hi everybody, I'm Kimberly Turner from cookingwithkimberly.com, and today I'm going to show you a really great recipe for how to cook truffle oil mashed potatoes. Now this is a fantastic side dish for the holidays or for any time. Now I'm using this amazing truffle oil from Napa Valley Vinegar Company. This is their Napa Valley Truffle Infused Oil Blend. Amazing flavor. The flavor is so intense. It's so savory. It's jam-packed of truffle flavor and aroma. You don't need much for this, and it's an oil that you can use not just for your vinaigrettes, but you can drizzle it on vegetables. You can do all kinds of things with it, but it's more of a finishing sauce, finishing oil, as opposed to a cooking oil like maybe an olive oil that you would cook with. Okay, so this is awesome. That's going to go in with the mashed potatoes. They're going to be a perfect sponge for this recipe and absorb all that awesome flavor. I'm also going to use some butter too, don't worry. Okay, I've just washed these potatoes. I have about 11, medium, smallish potatoes. And if you want, you can peel them. You don't have to. If you have nice looking skins and they're nice and clean from you scrubbing them, you can always save these peels in a resealable plastic bag in your freezer for future use when you're making soups or stews, and if you don't care that it's a little bit cloudy. They do have a lot of nutrients in the skin, but they may just make your broth a little bit cloudy, but I don't really care sometimes. It depends on what kind of soup or stew I'm making. So I save these in a separate bag by themselves. You could even negotiate by just peeling half of it. Some people in my house don't really like the peels on, but I do. So sometimes we negotiate halfway. And on my stovetop, I have a large pot prepared with water. I'm bringing it up to a boil with about a teaspoon of salt. Leave yourself enough room for all of your potatoes. These are some beautiful potatoes. Now, what a fancy side dish. You could do this for Christmas or Thanksgiving. You could even do this for a side dish for Valentine's Day because it is quite an elegant dish. The truffle is a beautiful, decadent, treat to have because not everyone gets to eat truffle all the time. It's a highly prized ingredient. Now, if you have lots of time on your hands, you can surely throw these potatoes in whole in your boiling water. But let's cut down on a little bit of the cooking time. I'm going to cut them into quarters, and that should help us out a lot. Now, you don't want to overcook your potatoes. There's nothing worse than a waterlogged potato, especially when you're trying to do something really fancy and decadent like truffle oil mashed potatoes. So you have to watch your potatoes, okay? These are probably gonna go, I don't know, I'm gonna check them in about 8 minutes to see if it's tender. You're looking for knife tenderness in these chunks, and that's all you need. Beautiful potatoes today. And into the water they go. So bring that water up to a boil and then turn it down to a simmer to allow them to finish cooking. You don't want them just banging around in the pot on a high boil because they tend to help them get waterlogged and bruise the outside and make them all, you don't want that. Anyhow, just let them run like that, boiling, turn it down to the simmer. Use a small sharp knife to check for knife tenderness. All right, my potatoes are nearly done, so I'm getting some things prepared to mix into them. I'm gonna freshly grind some pepper. I've got a bunch of butter, got my truffle oil, and I have some cream and salt. I've also chopped up about a tablespoon of fresh parsley. So I'm going to check with my knife. I think they're perfect. All right, drain the water out from them and return them back to this pot. Okay, so we're going to move quickly here while it's nice and hot. I'm going to put a few tablespoons of butter in there. This is going to be to your taste. Some people like lots of butter, some people are trying to cut down. If you're going on the holidays and you're actually going to the effort of making truffle oil mashed potatoes, put enough butter in that it makes sense, and it's really nice and decadent. You don't have it all the time. All right, so some pepper, also to your taste, some salt, same with that. We're going to do a taste test as well so that we know we're on point. I'm going to add my parsley, just for a little bit of visual interest. I'm going to add a little bit of this cream. maybe 1/4 of a cup. And a few drops, maybe up to a teaspoon of this truffle oil. I'm going to start with a little bit and add as I need. That goes a long way, so don't overdo it. Oh, that truffle oil smells so good. You can see the steam coming up. So heavenly. Mash them up however you like. If you like them with a little bit of chunk left, leave that. If you like them smooth, you can even whip them if you want. I'm going to add a little bit more cream, maybe another tablespoon. Just a little bit more butter. And a little bit more salt, I think. Let's do a quick taste test so we know where we're at. Very good. Add a little bit more oil. That might be just over a teaspoon's worth. A little bit more salt. Just a hint more of the oil. Awesome. I think we're right there. If you actually have the opportunity to get some fresh truffles, if you've got that, then what you're going to do is you're going to garnish this with on the top with fresh shavings of truffle. Wow. These smell so good. Oh my goodness. Let's get them in a beautiful serving bowl. What a gorgeous and very elegant side dish. They're light and fluffy like clouds of truffle mashed potatoes. Ugh. You won't want to waste any of these. And imagine making potato cakes in the morning for breakfast out of these leftovers. Oh, are you kidding? I'm gonna get this part. These are so good. These might be the nicest side dish of mashed potatoes you've ever brought to your table. Absolutely on 10 on the scale of flavor. The truffle oil is unbelievable. It infuses such a gorgeous flavor into your potatoes or whatever you're adding it to. I hope that you check them out online at winecountrykitchens.com for this and their whole line of nut-infused oils and blends. They also have vinegars and balsamics. They've got spice rubs and barbecue sauce and everything delicious a food you could ever want. Get over there and get some stocking stuffers or a beautiful hostess gift for over the holidays. Beautiful. I hope that you try this recipe. It's so simple and you didn't have to break the bank buying fresh truffles. You can use this truffle oil and get a gorgeous, gorgeous sense of how amazing truffles is with mashed potatoes, okay? That's it. That's all. Follow me on Twitter at Cooking with Kim E with a capital E. Like the fan page at facebook.com/cookingwithkimberly. My shows are on ifood.tv/cookingwithkimberly, youtube.com/cookingwithkimberly. You can find my channel on Roku, Cooking with Kimberly, and I'm also syndicated on Apple TV. Come to my website at cookingwithkimberly.com and subscribe. Interact with us and let us know what's going down in your culinary world, all right? Be a champion in your kitchen and eat deliciously. Bye.